Breaking tonight from Westminster. In a stunning, last-minute reversal just 90 minutes before a critical vote in Parliament, the UK government has scrapped controversial changes to Personal Independence Payment, or PIP. That's right, the biggest shake-up to disability benefits in over a decade has been pulled at the 11th hour, following a political rebellion, a storm of public backlash, and growing fear across disabled communities in Britain. So why did they back down? What does this mean for your benefits, for universal credit, and the future of welfare reform in the UK? And is this the beginning of the end for the government's entire cost-cutting welfare agenda? Stick with us because we're breaking it all down for you, in plain English right now. Tuesday evening was anything but business as usual in Westminster. As MPs gathered for a pivotal debate on the Universal Credit and PIP reform bill, suddenly, a political shockwave hit. Sir Stephen Timms, Minister for Social Security and Disability, stood up in Parliament and announced, "We will only make changes to PIP eligibility activities and descriptors following the review I will be leading." This review, co-produced with disabled groups and charities, is set to conclude in autumn 2026. That means no changes to daily living activities, no new point thresholds, no revised mental health scoring system. All previously planned reforms are now officially on hold. This isn't a pause, it's a full retreat by the Department for Work and Pensions. And for over 3 million people on PIP, it's a rare and powerful moment of relief and validation. Let's be clear, this was not a voluntary pause. It was forced. The government was facing heat from every angle. Disability rights charities like Scope, MENCAP, and MS Society petition signed by over 500,000 concerned citizens, legal experts warning of human rights breaches, Labour and SNP MPs threatening open rebellion, constant media pressure from both left and right. Even Sir Stephen Timms admitted concerns that changes to PIP are coming ahead of the conclusions of the review are valid. In short, the government simply couldn't afford the political and public cost of pushing this through. But the fallout doesn't stop at politics, it hits the Treasury, too. The proposed PIP cuts were meant to deliver a £4.8 billion saving to help close the budget gap. Now that lifeline is gone overnight. Chancellor Rachel Reeves is now left scrambling to plug that hole. Her options? Raise taxes, which may trigger backlash from working families, slash spending in other departments like education or local councils, borrow more, risking criticism for increasing national debt. According to Ruth Curtice, CEO of the Resolution Foundation, these reforms will now generate no net savings by 2029-30, which is exactly when the Chancellor needs to meet her fiscal goals. The economic plan has unraveled in real time and now puts pressure on every other area of the government's budget. This vote didn't just expose flaws in the bill, it exposed cracks in Labour unity. A staggering 49 Labour MPs defied the party line and voted against the bill. Final vote count, 335 in favour, 260 against, majority, 75. This is the biggest backbench revolt of Sir Keir Starmer's premiership to date. Work and Pensions Secretary Liz Kendall acknowledged the misstep. "I wish we had got to this point in a different way." Despite insisting Labour is 100% behind Keir Starmer, the rebellion has stirred doubt about the party's internal unity, especially on welfare policy. The scale of the rebellion may force Labour to reassess its communication strategy and approach to disability issues going forward. Let's break it down: what's in the bill, and what's out, removed. Reforms to PIP eligibility criteria. Mental health assessment revisions. Daily living activity scoring changes still in. 50% cut to universal credit health element for new claimants, from April 2026. Above inflation increases to UC standard allowance. Real terms protection for existing UC health claimants. So while PIP is safe for now, those applying for health-related universal credit face significant challenges ahead. Campaigners are warning that these UC changes could disproportionately affect those newly diagnosed with chronic conditions or fluctuating mental health problems. Scotland's Social Justice Secretary Shirley Ann Somerville wasted no time responding. She called the UK government's plan unfair, rushed, and unconscionable. Somerville also reiterated that Scotland will not cut adult disability payment. The Scottish Government will not follow Westminster's path. Disabled Scots will continue to receive full protection under devolved benefits. Her statement sent a clear message: Scotland is charting its own course, one grounded in dignity, not austerity. Already, many disabled Scots are transitioning from PIP to the new adult disability payment, which was developed with input from the community itself. Reaction across the disability sector has been swift. John Sparks, MENCAP CEO. We're pleased the government has listened. Disabled people shouldn't be asked to balance the books. Charlotte Gill, MS Society. These 11th-hour changes are panicked. They don't fix a rushed, deeply flawed bill. Across the board, charities agree. Disabled people must help shape policy, not be victims of it. Reforms must be evidence-based, not budget-led. The government must stop framing disability support as a financial burden. Meanwhile, advocacy organizations are calling for a full reset, a co-designed social security system that restores trust and dignity to those it serves. So, how does this affect you or someone you care about? If you're already on PIP, no changes until at least autumn 2026. Your award, criteria, and points stay the same. If you plan to apply for PIP soon, you'll still be assessed under the current system. But if you're applying for universal credit due to illness or disability after April 2026, your health-related addition will drop to just £50 per week, nearly 50% less than current support. This section of the bill still stands, and campaigners are fighting hard to overturn it, especially with a general election on the horizon. The bill passed its second reading, but it's not law yet. Here's what's next: committee stage, line-by-line scrutiny and evidence hearings, report stage where amendments are debated and voted on, third reading, final vote in the House of Commons, House of Lords, full scrutiny, possible new amendments, royal assent, formal approval from the monarch. In the meantime, charities are submitting alternative proposals. Legal experts are preparing for judicial review. Campaigners are urging voters to hold their MPs accountable. We're still early in the legislative process and public pressure can still shift the outcome. If this affects you or someone you love, contact Citizens Advice or a local welfare rights group for help. Visit gov.uk for accurate and updated benefits guidance. Follow and support charities like Scope, Disability Rights UK, and MENCAP. And right here on this channel, subscribe for weekly, plain English updates on universal credit reforms, PIP changes, pension developments, DWP policy shifts. Tuesday's dramatic U-turn proves one thing: people power works. When communities speak, when charities campaign, when backbench MPs defy the whip, change happens. Like this video if it helped you understand what's going on. Comment below: are you relieved about the PIP reversal? Or worried about what's still coming with universal credit? And share this video with family, friends, neighbors, and carers, anyone who might be affected. Because understanding your rights isn't just helpful, it's life-changing. Stay strong. Stay informed. Stay empowered. We'll see you in the next one.